Hello neighbors and friends here in our beautiful town of Winthrop. My name is John DaRos and I'm a candidate for Winthrop Town Council Precinct 6, which includes two neighborhoods, the northern half of Winthrop Beach and the Central Highlands, including the area around the Winthrop Arms. I encourage everyone to please vote on Election Day, Tuesday, November 7th, and for most precincts, voting is at the Old Middle School Gymnasium at 151 Pauline Street. I want to thank WCAT for this opportunity to introduce myself and thank all of you for taking time out of your day today. In the next 10 or 15 minutes or so, I want to briefly talk about three things. A little bit about myself, why I'm running, and the issues that I'm focused on. And those are based on hundreds of conversations I've had with Winthrop residents, business owners, and people in town and state government. And I want to talk about what skills and experience I can contribute to help us move forward. So first, a little bit about me. I was born in Worcester, the son of parents who met while working at Holy Cross. We moved to the small town of Waterville, Maine, when I was in elementary school. After graduating from Waterville High, I went to the University of Maine, where I got a degree in political science. I then got a master's degree in higher education, administration, from Miami University in Ohio, and started my career as an assistant to the Dean of Students at the University of Richmond in Virginia. Quality education at all levels is something I have been passionate about my entire life. I then moved on to the corporate world and have worked for the past 20 years in data and analytics sales in the financial services sector for the Dun & Bradstreet Corporation, helping insurance companies and banks make sustainable decisions for their organizations and the communities they serve. So I have experience in helping folks make important decisions based on facts and data that can help predict the success of a project or an initiative. I've lived in the Winthrop Beach community for the last 5 years, after 8 years in Melrose, where I served on the Melrose Human Rights Commission. For the past 2 years, I have served on Winthrop's Board of License, which is responsible for issuing business-related licenses for Winthrop's restaurants, car dealerships, taxi companies, and other establishments. So I know our small business community here pretty well and care a great deal about their ability to grow and thrive here. In many ways, the great restaurants, shops, other small businesses that we have here are the lifeblood of our town. I'm also very active with Friends of Winthrop Beaches. I organize the weekly Winthrop Beach cleanup and the Sunday morning summer yoga series, which, by the way, is free to all Winthrop residents thanks to a grant we received from Save the Harbor, Save the Bay. This past summer, every yoga class had about 25 or 30 people attending, so if you need some relaxation in your week, please come and join us next summer. I'm also a member of Cottage Park Yacht Club, and I participate in many of our charitable events there, benefiting Make-A-Wish Foundation and other charities. I also do the 100-mile Best Buddies charity bike ride from Boston to Hyannisport every year to support people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, because I believe that people of every background and life experience have important skills and abilities and ideas to contribute to our collective benefit. I'm also a huge Boston sports fan, and having grown up playing hockey, I am particularly obsessed with the Bruins. So why am I running? It's simple, really. In 5 years here, I've come to care about the people in our community a great deal. And I think I have some skills and experience that can help us collectively agree on a plan for the future of the town and implement and execute that plan effectively and in a timely manner. I'm all about listening, engaging, surfacing ideas so that everyone has a voice and impact on the future of our community. And at the end of the day, it's all about creating a Winthrop worthy of future generations. So what am I focused on to help us move forward? Really 3 C's: community, cash, and climate. First, community. Inclusiveness. Everyone has valuable ideas to contribute. Town council, boards, commissions have a responsibility to set the tone in our town so that we embrace our diversity of thought, of life experience, so together we can make the best decisions, taking into consideration different perspectives. Black, white, Latino, Asian, young and old, straight, LGBTQ, homeowner, renter. We need a D, all of the above, we're in this together culture to get things done as a cohesive community that cares about and looks after one another. Second part of community for me is engagement. You know, out of 2,200 residents in Precinct 6, only about 325 typically vote. The overall turnout's about 35% in Winthrop. I want that to be north of 50% in the next upcoming election in 2024. So I'm going to regularly communicate with Precinct 6 residents through newsletters, roundtables, so that everyone knows what we're doing, what decisions we're making, and invite everyone to get involved. I encourage everyone to visit our town website, read our town manager's email newsletter. I also support Zoom meetings for all town council and board meetings. In-person attendance is always ideal, but for those who can't attend and want to engage, Zoom and YouTube postings help provide opportunity to participate. I hope we can improve coordination between our town departments and boards, the town council, town manager, planning board, zoning board, etc., and have fun. I hear when I talk to lots of residents that they really want to revive the fun in our neighborhoods, have frequent events, make them easier to sponsor. You know, we're challenged here in Winthrop because we only have 1.5 square miles, and we have limited space upon which to build revenue streams. So let me start talking about cash. We have to be thoughtful in the way we plan and invest. You know, the Winthrop Ferry is a great example of how we took $500,000 off the Winthrop books and established the leasing program with the MBTA, which we just extended through November. So let's keep ridership up so we can continue that partnership beyond the next 2 years. If I'm elected, I'm going to work closely with my peers on the town council, the town manager, Tony, the town planner, Rachel, and our state senator, Lydia Edwards, state rep, Jeff Turco, so we can actively secure federal and state funds to support our needs here in Winthrop with a range of things, capital improvements, affordable housing, and other important needs. I've worked on a lot of budgets, and I think budgets are a statement of values, and decisions about budgets should be made on facts and data. So we've got a couple of them in front of us, important decisions, the new proposed firehouse, what to do with the old middle school. We really need to educate ourselves election day and beyond, the choices we have in front of us, and make those choices based on facts, data, economic viability, as well as the community needs of the town. So I support putting out a short-term RFI, say 3 or 6 months, including the top 3 ideas for what to do with the middle school, including the proposed sports complex, have detailed hearings about those options, choose the best one, put it out to RFP, and move forward expeditiously from there. My central business district vision, I think about Main Street in Melrose, where I lived for 8 years. You know, it didn't always look like that, and now it's beautiful. We can do the same thing. So we need to dust off our central business district plan, decide what to implement, and make it happen. Third is climate. Why should we care about climate in Winthrop? Well, we're surrounded by water virtually on all sides. I think everybody cares about clean air, clean water, clean beaches, retaining property value, having affordable insurance rates. I think we need to future-proof Winthrop for our kids and grandkids by making smart decisions now to mitigate climate risk. I'm currently studying sustainability, technology, and management at MIT. Why? Because I want to learn about the best ways for us as a community to tackle this issue and also ensure the future of kids like my nephews, Brennan and Carter. Think about flooding, for example. When I live on Coral Avenue. When I moved there, the residents would joke that, you know, 5 or 6 years ago, you would be able to reach down in the street and grab your dinner as the lobster floats by. Well, we've obviously put in some temporary fixes like the seawall, et cetera, that we do not have that problem now, but those are temporary fixes. Think about what just happened in Leominster, for example, really bad floods. I'd encourage you to go to climatecentral.org and read their coastal city flood projections. If you look at their maps, they say by 2100, the chance of an annual coastal flood that goes 7 feet above the high tide line is increased by 38%. We have a great network of people in the greater Boston area, including some of our neighboring communities like Hull, for example, who have put plans in place to develop their climate resiliency plan, and we can do the same here for Winthrop. I propose we create a climate resiliency task force or committee for the town council. I also think about climate in terms of noise and air pollution. Logan, for example, wonderful to have it so convenient for travel purposes, but also an issue for noise and air pollution. We need to work closely with the MWRA, Massport, including making sure that the contracts that are coming up for renewal, such as mitigation funds that go to the Winthrop Foundation, are the best that they can be for Winthrop. So let's work together. Let's make Winthrop the best it can be. Visit my website, darosforwinthrop.org. You can also email me at darosforwinthrop@gmail.com or call me. And please remember to vote on November 7th. And thank you.